not in the top 10 rankings. Well, that's how it stood at fight time. But if Holmes did lose to Frazier, then he would lose his crown and the title would become vacant. Both men undefeated, Holmes over 44 fights, including 16 successful title defences, whereas Frazier's career has spanned only 10 pro fights, all wins. Although originally it was planned to hold the 12-round contest outdoors at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, weather forced the bout indoors into the sports pavilion there. Reg Guttridge was at ringside, but let's hear first now from the Master of Ceremonies.
Well, it's obvious that Holmes has got to get himself worked up for this right away. At 34 years of age, you know, the reflexes start to go a little bit, and although most of the experts are saying should easily win, well...
Ladies and gentlemen, this next event is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Art Lurie, chairman. The referee assigned by the commission, Mills Lane. This is the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at an even 200 pounds. He has a professional record of 10 wins, no defeats, with 6 knockouts. Here is the undefeated Marvis Frazier.
So in British conversion, that's 14 stone, 4 pounds.
And in the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, weighing 219 pounds. He too is undefeated in his professional career with 44 wins, no defeats, 31 knockouts. He is undefeated, ladies and gentlemen, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes.
219 pounds, 15 stone, 9, Holmes. That's 4 pounds lighter than his last fight. But when he fought Jerry Cooney, he came in at 15 stone, 2.5.
Okay, Larry.
So the final rundown.
Instruction in the dressing room. Any questions from Mr. Frazier's corner? Any questions from Mr. Holmes' corner? Okay, let's get it on.
Well, that's fighting talk, isn't it? Let's get it on. I've never heard that one before. And that's Larry Holmes' wife. So there, a chance or not for Marvis Frazier. Is he in above his head with only 10 fights? Or is the old man Joe Frazier shrewd to have put him in and take his chance? After all, Joe Frazier knows Larry Holmes backwards, as he boxed with him when he was the world champion. And Frazier, of course, with only 10 fights, but has been around the hard-bitten gymnasiums of the world, boxed in the top American. Just look at this for a show-off at the start then by Marvis Frazier, trying to show contempt for Holmes. And remember, at 34 years of age, there are occasions when heavyweights come apart at the seams overnight. Well, I'm wondering, is this really the night or not? I would suspect that those trunks that Frazier's wearing were his father's. They were certainly the same colour that Joe wore when he fought Ali. A little bit of jeering from the crowd there because there was a wrestling throw coming from Holmes. A little reminding clip around the ear there from the champion to tell the youngster don't come too strong in the opening round. Joe Frazier was telling me that his boy's got to fight 3 minutes every round. By that he means he's got to pitch in punches and try and slow Holmes down, who he reckons is now reduced to spasms of punching during the round to save his strength. But really, you have to say, there's no substitute for experience as he bangs that left hand in. Probably the best left hand punch since the great Joe Lewis. Last time up, of course, Frazier was in with Joe Bugner. And, you know, he beat the big fellow there out of sight in Atlantic City. He didn't have him down. Oh! The long right hand. Well, look at that. He's been down as an amateur, Marvis Frazier, but it's the first time as a pro He's not in control of his legs. He measured that right hand, and there's the father wondering what he can say. What can he say? But look out, here he comes with the next punch. And he really could do with those seconds ticking away faster than ever in the opening round. He shouldn't have dropped his hands. And Holmes warned everybody that he would have to put the kid in his place. And it looks as though this could be the mismatch that many people thought it was. Really putting young Frazier in trouble there. Will he get over this first round? The gum shield comes flying out. Mills Lane, the referee, hopefully giving him every chance, but it's all one way now, and he stopped it in the opening round with just a few seconds to go, 3 seconds probably to the end of the first round. There's Holmes' wife, and there's Joe saying to the son, okay kid, I know what that's all about. It's happened to me, but of course never as quickly as that. And there's no doubt that the father's judgment was in serious doubt there, and obviously very wrong, because this is how Holmes said he would have to deal. He said, I was brought up with this kid in the gym. I'm going to get no pleasure out of beating him up. And it looks a very moving moment there between fighters. And considering he got about $2.5 million for that, Holmes, there was a worry, of course, whether Frazier was able to absorb a punch. He once had an operation for a pinched nerve in the neck, which left a hefty scar. He was knocked out as an amateur by James Broad, whom he subsequently defeated as a pro. But really, he took enough punishment in that opening round to have lasted him a long time, and perhaps it's just as well that he didn't have to go on taking it for more rounds. So 45 wins on the turn, and an unusual non-title one, but of course, had Holmes lost the championship, it would have been declared vacant. Well, jumping from Joe Bugner to Larry Holmes for Frazier was a little bit too much to ask, wasn't it? It really was. There was a time when I thought that he just might get out there and hustle a little bit, certainly early on. But Holmes had warmed up in the
Ladies and gentlemen,
we watched him sweating, coming
referee
to the
Mills
ring,
Lane stops
and he
the
was
bout
ready to go to work. And the
at 2
referee,
minutes,
who's a district
57
attorney
seconds
in Reno,
of the first
Nevada,
round, the winner
allowed him
and
to take
still
enough punishment, I
heavyweight
thought, but then
champion of the
rightly
world,
stopped it.
Larry Holmes.
First time I've ever seen Larry Holmes' wife get in the ring, and there is really is the consolation there. Well, he's also got $650,000 to take home with him, young Frazier, but I would have thought it probably ends the serious challenge that he has at a heavyweight. He is, after all, 23, which is no baby in this division when you think that Floyd Patterson became world champion at 21 and Muhammad Ali at just 22. There's the old veteran trainer, Eddie Futch, facing you there with the glasses. He's the man who looked after Joe Frazier, and he said, I don't know why the old man's made this match for Marvis. It looks to me as though he's moved in out of his class. And there was no way that Holmes was going to do any carrying.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. You can get out of it just like that.
Well, that's unusual too. The world champion threw his dressing gown and his shorts out among the press area. In fact, one of the Nevada commissioners has held on to that. So getting out the ring there, the Frazier family, and Joe Frazier, I must say, is trying to keep on a very brave face. So over then to my colleague Ferdy Pacheco with the interview.
I was sitting there from one of the greatest fighters of all time. They show you that I'm where am I supposed to be. Right now, I'm in my prime of my life. And the kid ain't ready, and he wasn't ready. And I'm just glad that I heard him. I was banging on him, and
I saw you look at the referee. Every time you hit him a right hand, you looked over like saying, you want more of this, and then you hit him again, and you looked at the referee again. I thought that was very humane of you.
Well, the kid got a long way to go. Save the kid for another day. I want to say hi to my mom, hi to my daughters, Misty and Lisa, and Belinda, and I love all of y'all. And I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Larry, did you think it was going to be this short? It looked like you were measuring him with the left jab and holding back the right hand. When you finally threw the right hand, you landed right on the butt.
There's nobody can do anything with me now. I'm in the prime of my life. My weight is nice at 219, 220, 223. And I don't have to run from nobody anymore. And I got the power. I got the jab. I have the ability to think. I have the experience. So why should I have to worry about anybody?
As far as not worrying about anybody, what are your plans for the future? I know you want another fight, and it doesn't make any difference to you.
I'm coming to Miami and hang out with you for a week or so.
That would be nice.
With my family. And I'm going to sit back and let everything come. But I don't want to go through this. I want a good fight. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know, I'm doing it because it's business. And I don't want to hurt nobody. And I almost did.
No, getting somebody out in the first round doesn't hurt anybody. It was a good fight. It's as a wrap-up, I would say that you have shown that you're still there. You're still Larry Holmes. And now we go back to Marv Albert.
NBC is a knockout, Marv. Thank you.
All right, the champion, Larry Holmes, who turned pro back in 1973, came on slowly, first working as a sparring partner for Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, and maintaining his title with the victory here this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Eastern Assassin, Larry Holmes.
Well, Larry Holmes has always been a good talker, and I'm sure he's not out of breath after that exercise. Over then to my colleague Ferdy Pacheco. Let's hear what the champion says.
Here in Las Vegas, and on behalf of Robert Andrioli and Murad Mahama, we thank you for your attendance this afternoon. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed the show, and we hope that you will attend the next big event to take place here at Caesar's Palace in the very near future. In the meantime, remember the weather outside is a little sticky, so on your way home, drive especially carefully, and God bless.
So let's then have a look at the replays. The long right hand, you'd really almost telegraphed, and there was no way that Frazier could keep in control there. Just look at that. Made an effort to get up. Now here it is, he's measuring it, isn't he? Bang. The full length of the arm before he tagged him on the side of the jaw, and that punch must have gone from chin to boots. So from another angle now, there he is. He's very square on Frazier. He's holding the arms too low, right through the middle, really like a lance. It was a devastating right-hand punch. So that's where he was waving the punches then at Frazier. A little bit of Ali show off there. And just clubbing him at will and calling the referee in, Mills Lane, and clipping him there. That really is back to the old Jack Johnson days, punishing his man and showing mercy at the same time. But he had to get on with the business. That's what the champions are all about. This really is a tough game. And it went on, for me, a dozen punches too long. And the district attorney referee from Nevada, there he is, and about time. So she's just palming Frazier off there and waving the right hand, doing as he wants, calling the referee. How about coming in and stopping this? A nice mercy touch there from Holmes, but he's got to get on with the business. He's still got to be the gunfighter. And Mills Lane is definitely late coming in here. And the kid's certainly brave enough, but that's not good enough in this business. Got a bit of the old man joeing him there for the bravery, but it's all one-way traffic, as one-sided as a lynch in that one.